Fratelli e sorelle, figli e figlie dell'unico vero Dio, il cui nome è amore. Benvinguts o bentornats sul canale di Marco For Press. Io sono Marco For Press, lei è Layla San e quella giù sembra proprio Aletheia e dietro di lei, o perlomeno tutto attorno a lei, Atlantide, perché questo è il primo vero video del DLC Il Destino di Atlantide di Assassin's Creed Odyssey ed è esattamente dove ci eravamo lasciati, quindi con molta calma alziamo il volume e godiamoci l'inizio di questa avventura e questa superficata.
Vamos con la ratonina, loco. Vamos, carajo. El távolo 4. Para la bandana máquina con crew. Ananas, loco. Vamos.
Sembra proprio una superficata.
Hello, Layla. Heir of memories. We finally found each other.
I guess rebels always find a way. It's nice to meet you in the flesh, Aletheia. Or in the hologram?
It was only a matter of time until our realities crossed in one way or another. It seems as though we're not alone.
Victoria? What are you doing down here?
Layla, it was way too dangerous to let you do this alone. I wanted to keep an eye on things personally. Who's this?
This is Aletheia, the voice from the staff I was talking about. Of the Isu, Victoria. Can you believe it?
I've had nothing but time to study the patterns of human speech, so I should sound less like a talking stick.
Are you sure we can trust her?
Beh,
Don't worry. She's a friend. She wants to help us with the staff.
It was always known to me that the heir of memories would embark alongside the keeper, Cassandra. You weren't in the plans, can I trust you?
Of course you can. I'm her doctor, and I need to be here to keep an eye on Layla's vitals.
She'll keep out of the way.
No matter. This journey is yours and Cassandra's. You'll need to build up the strength to withstand the staff's corruption. As Cassandra finds power to fuel both her and the staff, you too will feel that physical connection.
So you want Layla to go in there? I don't think so. Who knows what exposure to even more First Civ tech will do?
Not me, Victoria. I'll go into the
Civ.
Animus and experience it as Cassandra. Right, Aletheia?
Your journey starts at the same place the Keepers did. The Animus will show you her way through the simulations.
If you're sure, Layla, we'll have to be extra careful. I'll be here to monitor you with her. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wish me bonne chance.
non hai detto augurami buona fortuna, cioè sì, ma hai detto augurami bonne chance. Mezzo in francese, dopo tutto sono di Montréal, stavano a Montréal, che cazzo ne so, chi si ricorda. Le simulazioni dell'oltretomba greco sono state... Quindi non sono ricordi, sono simulazioni programmate da Aletheia. Attraverso ricordi di
Keeper
Cassandra.
shares blood with those who came before and is connected to the Issue. The blood that is shared must also be offered, and the Great Seal will open for us.
If you say so.
Welcome, Keeper. You've entered the great throne room of Atlantis. What lies in this room are remnants of Issue tech I've adapted in order for you to begin your journey. I'm sure you have questions.
This place. Did Pythagoras know it existed?
No, I wouldn't show it to him. This room was built by the Isu to house something else. These thrones were once just thrones. Now they contain my simulations. Don't worry, I'll show you.
You told me this room was meant for the air of memories. But I got in so easily.
You paid for it in blood. Blood that looks quite like ours when you look closely enough.
Mater always told me there was power in our blood. I guess she was right. There's more I have to do.
Always, Keeper. When the staff belonged to Pythagoras, he used it selfishly for knowledge. He was weak where you aren't. You will endure lifetimes until the air of memories takes this burden. The only way to carry the staff's weight is to find the strength to wield it. You'll find that strength in Elysium. The underworld awaits, Keeper.
What? I'm alive. If I'm alive, how can I come back from the underworld?
These portals are simulations. They were made by me for you. In Elysium, you'll find power sources known as Keeper's Insights. This will affect both the Keeper and the heir of memories. Moving forward in the underworld will be essential to finding all the sources of power.
You're asking for blind trust, Aletheia.
You pledged yourself to me and our common cause, Keeper. Never forget that I'm on your side. I won't let the ones that came before control your fate. Find the strength within you and show the staff your worth. Approach the first portal when you're ready.
Sono ricordi di simulazioni. Ricordi di simulazioni, praticamente. Io attraverso l'Animus rivivo i ricordi di Kassandra, ammazza che grafica, di Kassandra che partecipa alle simulazioni.
No going back now. I have to trust her.
Tra l'altro ho pianificato la serie di Assassin's Creed sul canale, ma ve ne parlerò più avanti. Probabilmente vi avevo anticipato qualcosa nei video passati, ma adesso sono arrivato alla stesura definitiva, diciamo al 99%, perché c'è sempre sono sempre incognite o imprevisti, ok? Quindi potrebbe cambiare, ma quella che ho in mente dovrebbe essere la stesura definitiva della serie di video sulla serie di Assassin's Creed, che ci permetterà di avere tutti i capitoli principali, perlomeno, e forse qualcosina di secondario tipo Liberation, qualche DLC. Di Freedom Cry è improbabile che lo rigiocherò, perché non mi è piaciuto per niente, noioso, brutto. Ce l'ho, ma è improbabile che lo porterò. Vedremo, ne parleremo probabilmente alla fine di Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Non saremo esattamente cronologici nel ripercorrere i passi e i capitoli di questa serie. A un certo punto ci arriveremo, ci arriveremo. Odyssey è praticamente il penultimo, quindi fino a quando non giocheremo tutti quanti. Però posso dirvi che ho riacquistato per la seconda o terza volta il primissimo Assassin's Creed. Oh, siamo nell'Elisio.
Aletheia needs to work on that landing. Gah.
Potrei cambiare abbigliamento qui nell'Elisio.
You don't belong here.
Persefone!
Oh shit.
Effetti dell'adrenalina. I soldati ISO nemici sferrano attacchi speciali in grado di congelare o prosciugare l'adrenalina che hai accumulato. Perché dovrei... Oh, cosa sta succedendo? Cazzata. È un po' speculare quello di Origins, ambientato nell'aldilà. La maledizione dei faraoni.
No one stands up to Persephone's guards, let alone best them in battle.
Tell me your name, or you're next.
Oh,
I'm Hermes. As you're holding my proudest creation, that means you're a descendant of Pythagoras. I know just why you're here. You need to harness its power. Now, your name.
The staff calls me Keeper, but you can call me Cassandra. What is this place?
Keeper, a great name with a great journey ahead of you. This is the paradise of Elysium, presided over by the mighty Persefone herself. Elysium was a gift from her husband, Hades. This beautiful realm she crafted in her image is the only joy she gets from the underworld. She's his prisoner. But she's come into her role as queen with much aplomb.
Elysium. Resting place of heroes. When I was a girl, I'd dream of seeing it with my own eyes. Then why would Persefone attack me?
Most rulers don't take the sudden invasion of a lone outsider lightly. Speaking of which, the appearance of a living human is quite unexpected.
I'm supposed to go through trials and eventually leave this place. There was a great seal, and the staff talks... It's all very complicated.
Allow me to explain. The staff is a gift, not a toy. It can be a key, a weapon, and a way to attain power until the very end of time. Here, you'll find a means to control it before it controls you. After that, there is a gate that leads out of Elysium. But the only way to it is through Persefone, and she'd never allow that.
I need to get to that gate.
Try talking to her. Who knows? Maybe she'll convince you to stay. Or you could find Nekati, Persephone's top advisor and closest friend. Or you could prove yourself.
Prove myself how?
Persephone sent guards because she's concerned. There are reports of lawlessness in Deathcallion's heritage south of here. Why am I telling you all this? You said it yourself. It's very complicated. Elysium may look like paradise, but we all have our secrets.
il viaggio nell'oltretomba da vivo è un trope tipico della letteratura classica, in particolare Orfeo, Enea e poi ovviamente
I'm
Dante.
thinking I go straight to Persefone.
Not so fast. Give her some time to cool down. When you introduce yourself, you'll find her in her majestic acropolis, perched high above the asphodel fields.
I could talk to Ekati.
You could, though she prefers to keep to herself. The dwellers of Pherea's retreat, which is to the east, might know of her whereabouts. I'd ask them.
Maybe I should investigate the Fkalion's heritage.
Persephone responds best to action. We need to smother them immediately if there's a whiff of trouble against her.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I've never had anyone ask about me before. I work west of here. It's a modest workshop. But all great things appear modest at first, don't they?
What can you tell me about my staff? I need to learn how to use it.
Find my energy sources, the perceptions of Hermes, across Elysium to imbue both you and the staff with power. Only then are you ready to move onward. You can't wield the staff without them. Are you certain there's nothing else you'd like to know?
Chiere.
When you've sorted your affairs with Persefone, come see me in Minos' faith. I look forward to hearing about your progress.
I will.
I almost forgot. I've invented just the thing for you flightless humans in Elysium. The wings of Hermes. Go, enjoy them.
Il portale del regno ti permette di spostarti rapidamente da un mondo all'altro. Puoi raggiungerlo anche premendo quadrato dalla mappa. Diamo un po' un'occhiata a quello che dobbiamo fare qua. Allora, innanzitutto io andrei a sincronizzare e poi vediamo la mappa, le missioni e tutto quanto il resto. Ovviamente io non vi registrerò, non vi mostrerò tutto, la roba che non è prettamente della storia o che non è prettamente utile. Dove cazzo si sta aggrappando? Vabbè. La saltiamo, nel senso, io cerco di mostrarvi la storia. Lo sapete? Wow! Le cose fighe tipo questa, quella è l'Acropoli sicuramente di Persefone. Ok. Usa le piattaforme di teletrasporto.
Hermes. Could this be it?
Ah, quindi i fasci di luce, i beacons, i famosi beacon di qualsiasi film di supereroi sono i teletrasporti. Bene.
Malaka, that was fast.
Ok, prima però di parlare con il sedizioso dell'eredità di Deucalione. Villaggio dei morti onorevoli. Wow! È proprio l'aldilà in stile... Cioè, si vede l'influenza che abbia avuto poi su Dante, cazzo. Quanto vuole Assassin's Creed Divina Commedia, porco Giuda. Visivamente vedere quanto descritto da Dante. Che figata. Ma anche quelli di Origins in realtà erano bellissimi. L'aldilà egizio. Avanti. Questi spezzoni di vita vissuta. Eccola, vedete? Quelle sono le ali di Hermes. Mi teletrasporta in alto. Ok, poi magari chissà, magari non è solo in verticale, potrebbe essere anche in orizzontale. E opela. Ah! Per non parlare di Pedro, abbiamo i boicottatori anche all'interno della casa, non solo fuori. Anthony 13. Se non avete ancora visto il nuovo spettacolo di Bob Burnham Inside, io ve lo consiglio, ma vi consiglio di vederli in ordine cronologico. I suoi spettacoli sono molto, veramente molto belli. È un gran bel viaggio all'interno della sua arte. Vediamo cosa ci dice il buon Adone.
You know I want out of Elysium. If you help me escape, I promise you'll never see me again.
As happy as that would make me, Persefone wants you to stay.
Avevamo
How
letto.
long until you realize you're just one of her pets?
Watch yourself, human.
Careful, or Persephone will have you neutered. Oh, I forgot. She did that ages ago.
Va bene che Hermes è un ISO, quindi è altissimo, però anche lo facevo alto anche Adone.
Didn't think the dead could feel pain.
I'm one of the few miserable fools around here who's actually alive.
How can you stand it? The dead really don't want us here.
I can't stand it. I'm doing everything I can to escape Elysium, but Persephone's little spies are everywhere. Hades taught her well.
So you're the troublemaker I've been hearing so much about.
Adonis, at your service. With an army at Persephone's disposal and most of Elysium under her control, my troublemaking days are coming to an end.
What if I helped you?
And why would someone with their whole life ahead of them want to do that?
I hear Persephone has everyone in Elysium on a leash. I want to cut them free.
Of all the lies in the underworld, that's the best one I've heard yet. No one cares about the dead. Try again.
I need to find Hades' realm. If overthrowing Persephone is the key to escaping Elysium, then I'm in.
Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Did you hear that, my love? She wants to enter Hades' realm.
I'm going to find it with or without your help. We might as well work together.
Tell you what. Southwest from here is the Fortress of the Three Sisters. One of Persephone's strongholds. If you kill her overseer, destroy her torches of Hypnos, and steal Persephone's resources, all while avoiding the attention of her Colossi, then maybe I'll trust you.
Tell me about the overseers.
Persephone's most trusted and deadly servants. They are the eyes and ears of Elysium. Killing them will leave the queen blind and deaf.
Torches of Hypnos?
Constructed by the god of slumber, these devices keep human minds under Persephone's control. Destroy their centers to extinguish their flames.
Ok, ci sono ovviamente delle cose da fare per i trofei. Alcune le dovremmo fare prima di terminare questo episodio del DLC, altrimenti perderemo il trofeo.
I don't like the sound of Colossi.
The Colossi are best left asleep. They protect the overseers. Bloodshed wakes them, and they do not like being woken.
Perfetto, andiamo.
If you're the troublemaker, why do I feel like I'll be causing all the trouble?
What can I say? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Luckily for you, I'm both.
Controllo della regione. Per allentare il controllo di Persefone sull'Elisio, indebolisci il suo controllo in ogni regione. Uccidi o libera i soldati Isu, distruggi i tributi alla fanciulla di marmo, le torce di Ipno e le scorte di Persefone. Depreda i tesori dell'Elisio, sconfiggi le sovrintendenti. Facile. Ci vediamo dopo che l'avrò fatto, mi sa. E siamo tornati, forse se sono stato abbastanza bravo ho fatto un mini rapido montaggio di come abbiamo completato l'avamposto Isu. Alla fine è una fortezza, bisogna fare le stesse identiche cose, hanno solo nomi diversi, hanno aggiunto queste mele da distruggere con la freccia, ma tutto sommato è la stessa cosa. Ci siamo vestiti da semidivinità perché, cioè, mi sembra l'abbigliamento più consono vista la natura di questa avventura, e si vola.
Trust me now?
You've brought me one step closer to my love. It's a good start.
Who is this love you keep mentioning?
The most beautiful being in existence. With a face so fair, to gaze upon it is to forget all others. Perhaps you've heard of her. Aphrodite.
I didn't take you for a poet.
She brings it out in me.
I'll do whatever I can to get you back to her. You have my word.
You've given me something I haven't had in a while. Hope.
All right. What's next?
Not here. Come find my camp in Iapetos' ruins. Before you go, Persefone has overseers and torches of Hypnos across Elysium. If we're going to weaken her influence, we must destroy them. And we're going to need all the help we can get.
It's about time I go meet the infamous Persefone.
Durante questa transizione ho fatto un'altra fortezza, ho cercato di togliere un po' di abbassare il dominio di Persefone sull'Eliseo, l'Elysium. E per quanto riguarda il trofeo da ottenere prima di completare questo episodio del DLC, lo faremo insieme perché si tratta di una missione secondaria che ci verrà data a mano che andremo avanti, e quindi la seguiremo e la completeremo prima di completare l'ultima missione di storia, di trama del DLC, dell'episodio. Intanto siamo da Persefone.
I didn't get a good enough look at you back there. Now I see why my guards had trouble with you.
Well, they weren't exactly easy.
I'm sure they aren't what mortals like you are used to. You must be someone special.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
A simple Persephone will do just fine in my realm. Formalities are for the boring. Isn't that what they say?
So, Elysium belongs to you?
After the rude introduction I gave you, I can't blame you for not knowing. Let me apologize. Ross can attest. Usually he's the one that does the biting. He would want you to forgive me too. Tell me your name. Let's begin again. On the right foot this time.
No hard feelings. My name's Cassandra.
Then I give you my official welcome, Cassandra. Let me tell you what's customary around here. This place is mine. I know every flower, every face. I alone let them in. But there's something here I don't want.
You mean me?
No. There's a beast loose in Elysium and it belongs to Hades. If it gets to him that his wife stole one of his immortal mounts, it'll be a disaster. But I didn't steal it. I won't go near the things. They brought me down here in the first place. No, someone wants me to look bad, and I need that horse gone.
The Hades? I'll take it you aren't a happy couple.
He's tried, of course, to bond with me. But what can he expect out of a prisoner? Love? That's just stuff of legend.
You think someone would do this to you?
It's highly unlikely the thing got in here on its own. I have to remember Elysium is my paradise, not everyone else's.
I'll see if I can find the horse for you. What does it look like?
You'll know it when you see it, trust me. Not only is the beast immortal, but he is terrifying.
Horses don't scare me. Has anyone seen him lately?
I heard screams coming from the Asphodel Arboretum. Perhaps he's scaring civilians. Bring it to my stable boy, the jockey of Artemision. He'll know how to send it galloping back to the nightmare it came from.
Bellino.
Don't come any closer. You're all scaring my horse. He's just a gentle creature.
Have you seen your horse? The others ran away screaming.
Leave it to a blind man to see what's right in front of him. Of course I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. These are hard times.
I'm afraid I won't make them any easier. I have to take that horse from you.
You can't! First Persefone takes my sight, and then you take Orphe? Our friendship was instant. I heard the neigh of a fierce horse. I approached him, unafraid. And he licked my palm.
Did you say Persefone blinded you?
She had one of her godly soldiers fry me with fire. It was punishment for telling others what I thought of this paradise, and somehow it got back to her. Said I didn't deserve to see the beauty she created.
Severa ma giusta. Niente, io ho spostato la telecamera. Mi sa che la rialzerò. Ecco qua. Così vediamo tutto. Devo condurre il cavallo fuori dall'Elisio.
He's not supposed to be in Elysium.
Are any of us in a realm that boasts perfection but shows only deceit? Have pity. Let him stay with me.
Non posso.
Little do you know that this is Hades' horse. It's going back to him.
I don't care. I would risk even Hades' punishment for Orphe. Mark my words. I won't forget this.
Oh no.
Whoa, boy! Don't tell Phobos, but you are one impressive beast. I need to take this horse either to Adonis or to the stable boy. How to choose?
Beh, direi che per adesso facciamo quello che ci dice Persefone, ok? Mi sembra più appropriato e utile averla come alleata che come nemica. Questo è il suo paradiso. I'm turning 30. Iscrivetevi se non l'avete ancora fatto, mi raccomando.
Whoa, what is that? He's not like any of my horses.
He's a special horse and belongs to Hades. That's who he needs to return to. Persefone told me you could get him there.
It's because Persefone knows I can ride any horse anywhere. I'll take it from here.
Good news, I take it. I know Hades will be missing his beast.
I found him and took him to your stable boy like you asked.
You have no idea the trouble you've saved me. You've earned my favor.
Bene. Molto bene. È finito così?
He stood there, soaking wet and sputtering, while his boat floated away from him down the Eridan River in pieces.
I'd give my sharpest bronze dagger to see that silly human trying to leave Elysium on a felucca.
Have you visited my mother recently, and given her my love?
Always. The meteor sends her love in return.
Well, I'd better get back. Elysium won't rule itself. Do keep an eye out for me. I sense trouble brewing in paradise.
I was starting to think you'd never get here. You can't waste time if you hope to break Persephone's control over the gate to the underworld. You might be playing both sides with Persephone and Adonis, but I know where your true motives lie.
Is that so?
Unfortunately, no one passes through the gate to the underworld without Persephone's permission, which she has never given. Ever. Luckily for you, as the goddess of crossroads and keys, locked doors happen to be my specialty.
Are you saying you can get me through the gate?
I'm saying I can help you bypass Persefone.
From what I just saw, you're pretty close with Persefone. Why would you want to work against her?
I'm not asking for your blind trust. Let me prove our goals align. This unlocks the door to Persephone's hidden sanctuary. She keeps all of her most intimate possessions there, stowed away from her husband. Among her treasures is a journal rumored to contain information you desperately need about the gate. Bring it to me as soon as you can.
I'll go get the journal.
The sooner you bring me it, the closer you are to leaving Elysium. Don't waste any time.
Let's see if Agate's key works. Then, find that journal. This journal is missing pages. Hope Agate still wants it.
Speriamo di sì.
A poppy. Demeter's emblem. I'm not sure how stealing Persephone's journal will help me open the gate to the underworld, but here it is.
Stealing Persephone's journal wouldn't help us. But stealing the journal that belonged to the gate's locksmith will.
Who's the locksmith?
Hermes.
It doesn't say. Looks like a lot of pages were torn out. Now be quiet while I read.
Non è formato da pagine quel diario. È un papiro.
Well, that was illuminating.
So? What does it say?
Oh, so eager. The location of the gate is not revealed. But so long as Persephone controls Elysium, you need her permission to pass through it. Which you will never get.
But if she loses control of Elysium?
She loses control of the gate. You need to undermine her influence any way you can.
And how do you suggest I do that?
Your alliance with Adonis is a good start. His head-on tactics are a little obvious for my taste, but in time, he will wear down Persephone's forces.
What about our alliance? Where do you come in?
I know all of Persephone's weaknesses, and I'll direct you to them when the time is right. Until then, you'd be wise to spend some time with Persephone's lapdog, Hermes. Learn to use that staff. You'll need a divine weapon in the land of gods.
Ah, you again! Always nice to see a friendly face.
E siamo quindi all'officina di Hermes. Oppela.
Keeper, you found my workshop after all. I know it may not look like much, but it's home.
I told you. You can call me Cassandra.
In front of the staff? Ha! But I'm glad you came. There's much to show you in this great land.
If you're offering, I could use some help getting my bearings.
Oh, give yourself time. The golden fields reveal themselves slowly and selectively, but I can help. Walk with me.
Maybe you're right. I need to clear my head. Where to?
I consider myself a key maker. One of my keys might interest you.
What do you do in your workshop?
Invent. All of reality's secrets are hidden behind doors. My inventions act as keys that unlock those doors.
You reveal the secrets behind them.
You're as wise as Pythagoras. But why discuss what we can see for ourselves? Observe. Way up there. Persephone's first keep. If only you could have seen it when it was new.
It seems like most of Elysium is in ruins. What happened?
This place is beautiful, as are all of Persephone's creations. But it is a world that changes at her whims. When I see decay, I know she needs us at her side more than ever.
Cavallo per 10 metri. Però...
Let's go.
Sì, io ho già in realtà fatto tutte e tre le fortezze e fatto fuori tutte e tre le super mistrici dell'Eliseo, quindi già il primo trofeo di questo episodio è stato preso.
Look there! Imagine all the heroes who have passed through those golden fields, basking in the glory of eternal peace. Each thinking they'd see nothing more beautiful, only then to set eyes on Persefone.
Ho anche fatto quasi tutti i punti di sincronizzazione, ne manca uno solo. Non mi sta piacendo un granché questo DLC, dico la verità.
Look there, Keeper. That encampment is the site where Hephaestus built a home for Aphrodite.
Doesn't look like much now.
It stood tall until Aphrodite met that child Adonis. His ability to wreak havoc with a wink and a smile is second to none.
Ella. Off we go now.
Che palle le rovine. Le tombe,
Come. That cave leads to a key I built for the staff. Consider it our secret. The keymaker and the staff keeper. Friends bound by mysteries.
Andiamo. Eccolo. I potenziamenti delle abilità hanno fatti la prima civilizzazione in grado di modificare e potenziare le abilità esistenti. Equipaggiali nel menu di abilità.
What happened to me in there?
Imagine for a moment. Inside you, inside all of us, are parchments twisting like ribbon. On those parchments is written the story of who you are, who you were, and who you will become. Does that make sense?
DNA? No.
Like everything else here, I don't understand any of it.
Io sì,
Let's
no.
call it the fates then. Your fate is predetermined, but what you experienced in there was a key I built that can unlock it and allow you to control it. I've built many.
Thank you. I'm not used to doing this on my own. On the Adrestia, I had Varnavas as a guide.
Ah, well, I hope it's a long time before I meet him here. I'll leave you to your adventuring. You're welcome to come back to my workshop anytime.
Here, Hermes.
Good, you're just in time. A woman in Stroma needs your help.
What does she need?
Helping her will bring us closer to breaking Persephone's grasp on Elysium.
What's special about her?
She's an orator who'd be willing to join Adonis's rebellion. That man has beautiful lips, but a silver tongue like hers is necessary to inspire the public.
Then it sounds like we need her. I'll come back when I'm done.
Elysium is a paradise crafted by Her Majesty, Persephone herself. No human should seek to leave it, for in Elysium we want for nothing. Who are you? Who sent you?
Ekati mentioned you could use some help.
Quiet! If the other humans think I associate with Ekati, my career is over.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
Free the villagers being held captive in Persephone's broken daydream. My son, Theron, is working there as a guard against his will. It's like Persephone possessed his mind. Can you help him too?
I'll see what I can do. The flames of Hypnos are dying. I release you from their control. Rise! Persephone no longer controls you! from the grasp of Hypnos. Elysium awaits you! You've been asleep too long. Wake and be free! You're free from Persephone's grip!
Unset name. Recluta liberata, unset name. Nome non impostato.
You're back. Where is my Theron?
I freed him of Persephone's influence. He's joined Adonis's rebellion.
Wonderful news. I didn't know there was a cure. What of the other villagers?
They've made their way safely to Iapetos' ruins already. You'll find them there.
As promised, I'll join the rebels. What message would you like me to spread once I'm there?
Let the humans know that Adonis will lead them to freedom. Only he has their interests at heart, not Persephone.
Your words shall be spoken. Thank you for your help.
The Silver Tongue is on her way to help the rebellion. She'll bring in plenty of recruits. Adonis will be pleased.
Relieving Persephone of her power is what's important. Don't concern yourself with that man's feelings. Or your feelings for him.
Tutti amano Raymond.
Have you seen him?
If you are truly so weak that you can't control the feelings you have when you look at Adonis, stop looking at him.
Why do you care?
Divine love affairs never end well for the humans involved. Stay out of them. And stay focused on the task at hand. Now, a young woman is suffering from a terrible affliction. She's agreed to help the rebellion if we provide a cure. However, Persephone long ago outlawed the water that can relieve this woman and destroy the last of it.
Let me guess. Or so she thought.
There are rumors that someone hid a final vial of it in a cave off of Hypnos' path. Retrieve it and bring it to her.
Why would Persephone outlaw this water?
Her need for control has grown beyond understanding. What matters is that the humans of Elysium get the help they desire.
What is this woman's sickness?
The worst affliction that could befall a human in Elysium. A broken heart for eternity.
She's lovesick.
You know nothing of grief after death. It haunts humans with an intensity unparalleled on Earth.
I'll return when I've delivered the water.
Remember, it's forbidden. You can't be seen when you bring it to the villa in Adonis' gardens.
Welcome to the uprising. These ruins were abandoned when Persephone constructed her paradise. We won't be bothered here.
But there are so few of you.
Most of Persephone's army consists of mind-controlled humans. Free their minds and bring them here. We can use them as troops.
Free their minds?
My dear friend Hermes is a master manipulator. And that staff of yours looks like one of his creations. Try using that. There's an outpost southwest from here, nestled in the hand of Hades. Warriors were spotted in its paw. The uprising will be a thing of beauty. If we free those warriors. You surprise me. When we first met, I was positive you were sent by Persefone to...
To what?
Seduce me. Confuse me. Anything to make me forget my love. But when I asked you to weaken Persephone's influence, you did. I asked you to bring me warriors, and here they are.
You think I'd be the one sent to make you forget your love?
You're brave. Beautiful. And if I had to guess, I'd say you had the blood of the gods coursing through those veins.
You're kind. But I could never compete with a goddess.
You don't have to. You fight with a passion that could only come from one place. Mortality.
Time to find more warriors.
Scouts spotted one nearby. Was a Spartan hero in his former life. He's not under Persephone's influence, but keeps mostly to himself. With a champion like him on our side, we can't fail.
How will I know when I find him?
From what I'm told, you can't miss him.
Eccolo qui. Libera gli umani controllati nell'eredità di Minosse. Fede di Minosse, rifugio di Fere, eredità di Deucalioni. Prima di andare a prendere quel tipo, andiamo a fare questo per il trofeo. Ciao.
Oh mio Dio.
No,
Leonidas!
You have the eyes of my daughter. So something did survive that day. How do you have this?
Mirini. She's my mother. I'm here because I need your help. I need you to fight.
I have found peace here. Why would I fight?
All my life, I was told of my grandfather. The king who spat in the face of the gods and ran his spear through anyone who threatened the freedom of his people.
Sputo in faccia agli dei.
Now I'm the one fighting for freedom. And I'm asking my grandfather for help.
Vestita da persiana, glielo sto chiedendo.
We'll need to use the terrain to our advantage.
So you'll fight with us?
Not until you fight me. You say you're Marini's daughter. I want to see how she trained you.
Aspetta, non so guerriera. Ah, chicken.
Well. Warriors will only fight for you if you are willing to die for them. I could have used you at Thermopylae.
You could have used a lot of people at Thermopylae.
I am glad this spear is in your hands. I will fight with you. You have my word as a Spartan.
Thank you, grandfather.
Ah, wow! Ricorda chi sei. Non ho ancora liberato tutta la gente che mi serve. Ma visto che era qui vicino. Allora, ho cambiato quello che abbiamo trovato, perlomeno per quanto riguarda la visualizzazione dell'armatura. Ho liberato tutte e tre le aree dall'influsso di Persefone e ho liberato anche 8 guardie dall'influsso di Persefone per ogni area. Quindi il trofeo ci verrà dato alla fine, perché dice la descrizione di insomma, praticamente ti fa capire che bisogna terminare questo capitolo dopo aver liberato 8 persone dall'influsso di Persefone. Quindi ecco, per questo è mancabile questo trofeo.
You look concerned.
I'm worried about Persephone.
I haven't been here long, but I've already heard people want her overthrown.
You have? What do these humans expect from her? I'd heard some of the more ungrateful delinquents are planning to rise up. Imagine!
These ungrateful delinquents, could they be right?
Ah, you give them too much credit. Still, Persephone needs protection.
Don't look at me.
There's a friend of mine and your father's, Kiros of Xarax. He's a strong and honorable warrior. He's been abducted, but if we could free him...
You're suggesting we make a human Persephone's bodyguard?
With Kiros at the ready, the humans will think twice before attacking one of their own.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in love with Persephone.
No one understands her the way I do. Adonis, she's a cruel despot. To her husband, she's a trinket on his arm.
And what do you see?
Me? Oh, I don't know. I've never had anyone ask me before. She's everything.
How do you know this, Kiros?
He was an aide, of sorts, to your father. Every great painter needs a hand to crush their pigment. That was Kiros, a warrior.
Say no more. I'll find Kiros for you.
Ah, I knew I could trust you. While you're gone, I'll arrange a meeting with Persefone. Bring Kiros to the heart of Elysium. We'll be there.
Kiros of Xarax. Hermes sent me.
Not keeping it predictable. I'd give him that much.
Pythagoras was my father. Things happened. Now it's mine.
That right? That makes us family. I knew the man well.
I heard. This way. Persephone's waiting.
Persephone herself? This is going to be easier than I thought.
Wait. What's going to be easier?
Abbiamo ovviamente indossato un elmo vero da guardiano Isu e abbigliato come un altro elmo da guardiano Isu perché ci stava meglio. Così in teoria non dovrebbero averci riconosciuto e non dovremmo aver complicato i nostri affari con il buon Buone. Ovviamente mi hanno scamato subito. Parla con Ciro.
All right, Kyros. Let's make this quick. You said this is going to be easier than you thought.
Since we're basically family, I'm trusting your honor. I work for Adonis.
But you were caged by humans.
Yes, and Hermes found out about it right around the time Persefone was coaxed into deciding she needs a bodyguard.
You staged the whole thing and you're using Hermes to infiltrate Persephone's lair? You're no simple warrior.
Before I met your father, I had 4 sons, each a warrior. When my third boy fell in battle, there was only guilt. I'd cried all my tears for the first 2.
Go on.
And with the 4th, I felt longing. Sadness had become my only friend. And I had no one left to grieve. Warriors don't bring peace. They bring sorrow.
So by getting behind Persephone's defenses, you think you can prevent war? You could convince her to surrender or distract her while Adonis escapes.
Anything but battle. But before we go to Persefone, I have to send confirmation this plan worked. Will you take me?
Fine, but be quick. We need to go to Persefone and Hermes. They're waiting. You really think you can save lives?
I'm not sure how that works in Elysium, but suffering is eternal.
Off we go now.
And that is something I can't stop.
Avremmo potuto mandarci lui, cioè avremmo potuto andare da Hermes e Persefone e successivamente andare noi a comunicare. Amico? Era nascosto.
That's all of them. Let's keep moving.
Once Adonis hears my plan worked, maybe he'll stand down.
Hurry, Kyros. We need to get back to Hermes, or Persephone might suspect something.
I hear Persefone likes to test her new recruits. And I've got a bit of a temper. If you see me turning red...
I'll think of something. Come on.
Cavallo. Ciro? Ciro. Ciro immobile proprio.
Where have you been? No one keeps Persephone waiting.
Kyros delayed us. Ask him.
I'd been locked up for ages. You know how our queen feels about filth. I didn't want her judging us, judging you for being unpresentable.
Non ti sei lavato.
Explain it to Persephone. She's waiting.
I'll make sure she knows this was entirely my fault, not yours.
I'm sorry I was ungrateful. Kyros will make a strong guard. Thank you again, friend.
Here, Hermes.
Keeper, I've been robbed.
Che cazzo è successo sta?
These are dark times for Elysium. Those delinquent fools have robbed even me.
What did they take?
I fashioned a key, a recipe if you will, for an eternal flame. I intended to gift it to Persephone. With it, she could shine her light, even in the underworld.
An eternal flame could bring order to this chaos.
You understand her burden better than you let on. By enduring her sacrifice, Persephone keeps us safe in the underworld.
So write the recipe again.
What I wrote took lifetimes. We can't let it stay in the hands of humans who would use it against her. Keep her. Kassandra, we have to steal it back.
I'll take back this recipe, but only because I don't think anyone should have access to a flame that never dies.
These are desperate times. You've seen the cloud these delinquents cast on our golden fields.
I said I'd get it.
Ah, I thank you. You are quickly becoming my friend and ally.
An eternal flame sounds more like a myth than some simple recipe.
Pa, I began writing the recipe with your father. It's as real as the danger we'd face without it.
Why do you go to these lengths to save Persefone? She wouldn't do the same for you.
Since these humans started acting against her, she's been suffering. When she suffers, we all suffer.
Hermes, has it occurred to you she might just be using you?
Of course not. She simply needs someone to rely on. She needs me.
I'll find the rebels and get your recipe.
That's all I ask. If you are spotted or cause a commotion, we risk retaliation. Go unseen.
La mia specialità.
This looks like the scribbles of a madman. But it's been ripped. Where's the rest of it?
We need to get the recipe back.
About that. Here it is.
You've spared this realm great suffering, my friend. I wonder, were you spotted?
Of course not. But Hermes...
Good. We don't risk retaliation.
I'm keeping these torn notes. If rebellion is coming, this power could be used to light all of Elysium on fire.
Perhaps you're right. So long as you swear to me you'll guard this secret with your life, I can rest, knowing Persefone will never be touched by this flame.
Hermes, things are worse in Elysium than I've been letting on. The rebels are organized and ready to fight. War is coming.
We must crush the force behind the chaos. Let's fight for Persefone.
You're so worried about Persefone, you can't even see you're in just as much danger.
You kept the eternal flame out of the hands of the humans, and you went unseen. We have the upper hand. We just have to strike.
Calm yourself, Hermes. It's not like you're going to go on a rampage.
And why not? There are so-called captains guiding the human forces. They invited chaos into this realm, so let's show them chaos.
At least when you asked me to steal, it was from thieves. You're not a murderer, Hermes.
You made me look like a fool when I sent you to Kyros. But I can still come back from that, and prove my worth.
I told you that was Kyros' fault, not yours.
It doesn't matter. Please, I'm begging you, my friend. Help me to help her.
Fine. I'll kill the captains.
Ho accettato la missione e non ho detto che lo farò.
Thank you. You know, when you told me people wanted Persefone overthrown, I wondered if you were talking about yourself.
I'm sure you did.
I cannot let you do this alone, my friend. Let's fight side by side.
All right. I've never fought alongside a god before. This should be messy.
For eternity, Elysium has been a place of peace. If we do this, maybe peace will return.
Maybe. But war has a way of following me wherever I go.
Se non siamo obbligati per far progredire la storia, ma no, non faremo quanto ci è richiesto da Hermes. Tanto, cioè, lo sappiamo come funziona, possiamo fare tutto o non tutto, cioè anche quello che noi pensiamo che cambi le cose, in realtà tanto il finale è sempre quello, la storia è sempre quella, non è che cambia davvero in base alle nostre azioni.
There she is.
How's Leonidas fitting in?
Morale's never been higher. Scouts are reporting Persephone's influence is weakening across Elisi.
Indovina grazie a chi?
You're definitely causing havoc out there.
I won't rest until it's done.
You know, I'm starting to think Elysium isn't such a bad place with you in it.
I'm starting to see why Persephone won't let you leave.
Wait a moment. Whose side are you on?
Maybe when Persephone is overthrown, we can leave Elysium together.
But Aphrodite...
Aphrodite's not here. But I am.
Clearly, the gods have sent you to test me. My destiny is clear. Aphrodite has my heart. Now let's focus. We have a serious issue to deal with.
Of course we do.
Persephone's guards have cut off supply lines, overtaken hideouts, secrets and locations she couldn't possibly have known without inside help. We suspect there is a spy in our midst.
Who?
One is a messenger. She was sent with crucial information to one of our camps. When she didn't return, we sent a scout. The entire camp was killed, and she was nowhere to be found. The other is a blacksmith. Soldiers love to gossip while getting their blades sharpened. We think he may have overheard some of our plans.
That's a good start.
What Persephone doesn't realize is two can play at this game. A little spy of my own has penetrated the Queen's inner circle.
You should tell me who they are so I don't accidentally kill them.
Whisper the words, "Violets only bloom in Elysium winters." Anyone who doesn't respond with "cold as Hades' heart" is free for the killing.
Poetic. Now tell me where to find the messenger and the blacksmith.
They both have homes in the village. Return to me once you're done.
Vediamo cosa sanno.
This must be the messenger's house. So Persephone knows we've recruited Leonidas. Broken piece from one of the torches of Hypnos I destroyed.
Direi che è la messaggera.
Detailed information about one of Adonis's rebel camps.
Ah no, però ferma. Lettera di una spia, un'altra spia. Questa è roba che ha recuperato, non è detto che...
Definitely the house of a blacksmith. A note written to Aphrodite. The blacksmith told her everything. Adonis's escape plans, the rebellion. A list of people Adonis has spent time with. Mine and Persephone's names are on this.
Oddio, come cazzo faccio a sapere?
And who's the dirty spy? The messenger or the blacksmith?
Both have been spying on you. Both have information that could undo your rebellion.
Lousy malacas. My scouts tell me they're on the move. We only have time to dispose of one before they disappear completely. Which is more dangerous to our cause?
The blacksmith had a list of people you've spent time with, and a note to Aphrodite outlining your plans for escape.
And what about the messenger?
She had detailed information about one of your rebel camps, a note to Persephone about Leonidas joining the fight, and a fragment of one of the mind control devices I destroyed. The messenger needs to be stopped.
Last I heard, she was spotted at a small rebel camp.
Forza, sa delle Leonida, sa dell'accampamento. Andiamo. Oh oh.
The messenger is dead. The camp was ambushed. I did what I could. Any news on the blacksmith?
He escaped. If he reports back to Persefone, many lives are in danger.
Our next move needs to be swift and deadly.
Meet me later at the Palace of the Colossi. I've acquired a little something that will turn Persefone's paradise upside down.
Anch'io.
Keeper, there you are. The Queen is in Defgalion's heritage and requires your presence. She says it's quite urgent.
Chiaramente vado da dove?
What do you think about my southern realm? I don't come here much anymore.
It's lovely.
I try to offer a comfortable home to the glorious dead. It helps them accept their fate and keeps them from wandering too far. So when a human wanders and doesn't return, I can't help but take it personally.
What am I doing here?
When Leonidas was alive, he brought chaos and bloodshed. Hermes spotted him mingling with delinquents recently. We can't have him falling into old habits. If he won't fight with me, then he won't fight at all.
Isn't everyone in Elysium already dead?
Elysium is a gift for the worthy. The unworthy experience a second death and are sent to Tartaros.
Leonidas doesn't deserve that.
Hermes told me why you're really in Elysium. That staff of yours. Cross me and you'll fail. But Leonidas means a lot to you. I understand this will be difficult, which is why I'm willing to make you a deal.
What kind of deal?
Bring me the body of Leonidas, and I will bring back a departed beloved of your choosing.
Leonidas.
You can do that?
I'm queen of the dead, darling. I can do anything. So, who does Cassandra want back in her life?
Mio nonno Leonida. Phoebe. Era una bambina. In realtà, chiaramente, il padre di mio figlio.
I want to see Phoebe again.
Help me protect Elysium from chaos, and you'll see your loved one again.
Cazzo. Come ha fatto a sapere che Leonida sta con noi? Ho ucciso quella stronza.
What are you doing out here?
There is something I wanted to ask you. Will you fish with me?
Certo.
This is nice.
There are so many things I want to talk about.
Talk then.
After everything you lost at Thermopylae, your men, your wife, your children, Sparta, in the end, was it worth it?
Who rules the Greek world right now?
Greeks.
Then my answer is yes.
Mother told me of our bloodline and our ancestors. Did you know?
Only what my mother taught me. We were born from greatness, and we were destined for greatness. The world was divided in two. Those who wanted us dead, and those who would follow us to the gates of Hades.
I imagine the spear was in one piece when it was given to you.
My mother handed it to me when I was a boy. Said it came with a certain burden, but...
You were ready. It's so peaceful here.
I think I got a bite. Get a basket, quickly.
Come cazzo funziona l'Eliseo? Si riproducono i pesci.
Grandfather,
You are here to kill me. In Sparta, we were trained to spot predators long before they pounced.
I need Persephone's approval, but she sees you as a threat. If I don't take care of that threat...
Why not bring her the head of a greater threat?
Who's a greater threat than you? Actually, there is someone. A spy. I delivered him to Persephone as a bodyguard, but he's working against her from the inside.
I am only a threat to her soldiers on the battlefield. A spy threatens the heart of Elysium. Bring her his corpse, and she should be satisfied.
Thank you, Grandfather. We should go fishing more often.
Appena mori, cioè 2500 anni dopo. Leonida, tu non è che mi convinci un granché comunque, Non ti sei sacrificato.
Kyros of Zarax? This isn't who I asked for.
He's a spy working for the rebellion.
But you're the one who first brought him to me.
I didn't know his intentions.
I trusted you. Guards!
Listen to me. Hermes is right. Trouble's brewing in Elysium. Even though Leonidas is against you, you are much stronger than he is. But Kyros was an enemy you couldn't see. That made him far more dangerous to you and Elysium.
Defying me comes at a cost. Our deal is off. But for bringing me this vile deceiver, you may stay. Figure out that mysterious little staff of yours.
Dove starà andando Persefone?
I never wanted this! I only turned this world into paradise to make it bearable! And then you arrived and made me blossom.
Please, just let me go.
If you truly wanted to leave, you'd have already done it. Or have you forgotten?
Cosa?
I wonder if Aphrodite would still love you if she knew what a coward you were.
Not having second thoughts, are you?
She's right. I am a coward. She gave me the chance to leave once. All I had to do was fight, and I couldn't. I'm sorry, I can't do this. It's too big.
Adonis, I'm in this with you until the end. Don't abandon me now.
You're right. It's Persephone's greatest talent, making us forget the ones we love.
Keeps people from wanting to leave.
Let's remind them, shall we? At the base of the Palace of the Colossi, you'll find one of Hermes' inventions, stolen from his workshop. It's said to destroy everything it touches.
What are we destroying?
Atop the palace is where Persephone keeps her sleeping Colossi. Bring the device there and make sure they never wake again. The smoke will let every rebel camp in Elysium know the time to strike is now.
What are we waiting for?
Try not to kill anyone. Success without detection and death is sure to convert more non-believers to our cause.
nostra trasformazione della vestizione è quasi completa. Abbiamo anche i calzari di Hermes adesso.
I don't want to be spotted here.
What was that?
Won't budge.
Tutto questo senza uccidere nessuno, invece uno mi si è ammazzato. Complimenti. Qua mi sa che non ci passo con la scatola, vero? Devo andare di sotto. facendo? Quindi era questo tipo di missione, ok? Averlo saputo prima. Come si fa?
When we first met, I laughed when you said you wanted to escape Elysium.
And now?
I pity the god who stands in your way.
But what about Aphrodite?
You've always tried to help me find my way back to her. But if there's one thing I've learned in Elysium, nothing is certain except death. Soon this world will be in flames, and I can't think of a torture worse than being trapped here for eternity, regretting the day I didn't kiss you.
Oh.
Then shut up and kiss me.
E con questo penso che ci siamo scovati proprio tutti, quelli che potevamo nel gioco.
She's going to kill everybody.
Infatti, se c'è
Good thing they're already dead.
I have some final preparations to make before we launch our assault on the palace.
I'll come find you.
Allora, durante la transizione ho potenziato la lancia di Hermes. Noioso come al solito, ma è il DLC a essere noioso, non ve lo nego. Come cazzo ci si sarebbe qua? A posto, facile. Ah, tutto qua? Pensavo... Ah beh, certo, ovviamente ci sarà una galleria sotto. Ok. Ho preso tutti e tre i potenziamenti delle abilità ed erano le tre abilità che non ho potenziato a livello 3. Una addirittura non la utilizzo per niente. Quindi fantastico. Però magari le potenzio. Ah, non c'è una galleria? Ah sì che c'è una galleria, lo pare. Allora, io mi spengo un attimo la luce perché così ci vedo meglio. Ok. A parte che è giorno. Ci sto mettendo più di quanto pensassi a registrare questo DLC, che è forzatamente longevo, perché ad esempio i potenziamenti, le fanciulle di marmo, 18 fanciulle di marmo, cioè non servono a niente. Però te ci dà il trofeo, così sei costretto a... se sei come me, un pazzo che vuole per forza prendere tutti quanti i trofei, sei costretto. E voilà.
Whatever this water does, people died trying to find it.
Penso che combatteremo a breve. Non siamo arrivati da qua, vero?
It'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Mi stavo avvicinando a una zona vietata. Ah, certo, eccola qui. Bravo Marco. Complimenti. Ok. Possiamo riaccendere la luce. Ah, ottieni l'acqualete per un attimo, avevo letto. Bene, così mi ricarico anche l'adrenalina. Non mai visto, taci. Non capisco se mi sta dando le spalle. Ovviamente sì. dalle palle. Che cazzo è?
Won't budge. Something's blocking this.
Oddio.
You entered the cave. You must have found what was left of Lethi's water.
I did.
Oh, have mercy and let me have just a sip. I lost my wife in Tartaros and her screams still haunt me in my dreams. Please, put them to rest.
Well, I guess it can't hurt. But just a sip. Someone else needs this.
A meno che non fosse lui, forse non poteva portare.
Who are you? Never mind. I don't think it matters.
You're the contact Ikati described. Do you have Lethi's water?
I do, but what's so special about it? I saw a man lose himself after just one sip.
Humans here drink Lethi's water to forget their past lives and reincarnate back into the world of the living. But Persefone won't let any of us leave Elysium so long as she's trapped here too. I lost my soulmate. I can't go back in time, but I can forget that pain. Now, give me the water.
Here, drink this.
For you, my poor Theron. I'll join you in mindless bliss.
The Silver-Tongued Sun? Wait.
No. Una tragedia greca.
I must say, I feel a touch woozy.
How am I going to get you to Adonis now?
A fatica. Eccoci qua. Che ci vuole? C'è una strada, sì? Ok, perfetto. Fatti.
What happened to her?
She took a sip of Lethi's water. I gave her the last vial.
What? Why would you do that?
She didn't want to be sentenced to eternal heartbreak after losing her love in Elysium.
That I can understand, at least.
She mentioned her lover's name. Theron.
The Silver-Tongued Sun. But you cleansed him of Persephone's possession. They could have been reunited. I should let him know.
No.
I've already received word that you accomplished just what I asked. Good.
And what did you ask Cassandra to do for you?
Persefone.
Rumor has it Lethi's water has once again entered circulation in Elysium. Don't you dare try to talk your way out of this. You are the only person who knows what Lethe's water means to me.
I'm sorry.
You would never understand the intricacies of a divine creation like Lethe's water, but I won't forget what part you played here.
Persefone, I was only trying to...
I'll be watching you more closely from now on, friend.
Sì, però anche Persefone, che aspetta a
This wasn't
uccidere
about
qualcuno?
helping Adonis at all. You knew that woman would be no use to the rebellion after drinking the water.
The woman did promise her help. That wasn't a lie. As for my motives, I've told you from the start they are mine alone to know. But if humans so desperately desire to move on from their pasts, Persefone shouldn't make that choice for them.
If humans want to drink from Lethe's river, it's a choice they can make for themselves. With or without Persephone's permission.
I wasn't asking for your opinion on the matter. I need some time alone, away from your mindless chatter.
Bracciali d'oro di Ecate. Come voleva essere lasciata sola?
You've had your alone time. Tell me what's next.
You're keeping up. Good. There's one more place we must weaken Persefone before our time together draws to a close. Her most devoted followers are gathering in a villa near Persephone's embrace. These are the most vile humans in Elysium that serve her every whim and dark desire.
Are they under her possession?
You might say they're more obsessed than possessed. But if you're thinking you can save these humans, you're sorely mistaken. Persephone's hold on them is too strong.
Until now, you've been helping humans, not hurting them.
I'm helping people who help us, and hurting people who stand in our way. Try to stay with me, won't you?
So, what do you have in mind for Persephone's followers?
Poison in their wine should do the trick. Unfortunately, the wolf nearby ate the last of my aconite. You'll need to hunt it and extract the poison from its liver. This symposium shouldn't be too difficult to infiltrate, but once you're there, try to blend in with the other Persephone-obsessed humans.
Adonis mentioned having rebel spies that attend similar events.
Ah, then you might want to warn such a spy not to drink the wine. I'm sure Adonis gave you a code to tell the spy you're an ally.
He did. Any idea what the spy might look like?
From what I've heard, these spies tend to be middle-aged men wearing floral patterns and with animal motifs on their jewelry. A little obvious, if you ask me.
I'll find the poison and infiltrate the symposium.
Don't worry. There'll be plenty of time to leave once the humans start drinking. Good luck. You must take down Persephone's vile, devoted followers as quickly as possible.
Già eliminati. Guarda quanto sono vestita figa, come fanno a non darmi l'accesso al simposio? Bravo.
A fresh face. Is this your first time at a devoted follower symposium?
Yes.
Don't look so nervous, friend. Why don't you go meet some people, and then we will toast to our new arrivals.
Ok. Ok.
Oh, if you're at a loss for words, let other members know whether you think Adonis or Hermes is Persephone's soulmate. We debate that for hours here.
Devo ricordarmi la password.
Tell me, stranger, who do you think Persephone's soulmate is? The god or the human?
Hermes! He clearly adores Persephone.
Thank the gods! Someone here with some sense. Hermes doesn't get his due. He would follow Persephone to the end of the underworld.
Non è Floreale. È Socrate. Non sembra Floreale. Vediamo un po'.
Praise Persephone, friend.
Who spies and kills for Persephone? Is it your group?
What? No. Persephone would never want that. I think you're in the wrong place.
Violets only bloom in Elysium winters.
Persephone's favorite flowers are poppies. Everyone knows that.
Non sei una spia.
Persephone sent Adonis the most beautiful boat after he destroyed yet another felucca trying to escape Elysium.
When would that ridiculous man realize Persephone is perfect for him?
Un uomo di mezza età con motivi floreali. Con cui posso parlare. Tipo lui.
Make sure you introduce yourself to everyone. We're all excited to have you.
Mi fa parlare con tre persone, mi fa parlare. Ah, tu.
Enjoying the symposium?
So what do Persephone's devoted followers do?
For fun? Oh, we discuss the latest events in Persephone's life, plan symposiums, organize monuments in Persephone's honor.
Violets only bloom in Elysium winters.
I think you may have been confused with someone else.
I should be going.
Con voi no. Cazzo, fa i caricamenti pure per delle micro cazzi.
Settle an argument, friend. We just got word that Persephone is expanding her palace. Should she build into the east or west of Elysium?
Only the best for Persephone, so... east.
What? No! There's nothing for her to see in the east. What's she going to stare at? A cat's hovel? That makes no sense.
Did you hear that Persephone refused Hades' invitation?
Ah. Tu sei Floreale animale gioielleria.
Having a good time?
How exclusive is this group?
Not at all. We welcome new faces with open arms. Anyone who's willing to discuss Persephone all day long can join.
Violets only bloom in Elysium winters.
Cold as Hades' heart.
Whatever you do, don't drink the wine.
Perfetto. Ovviamente era la fine. Prima dell'ultimo. Qualcun altro che deve rompere il cazzo?
I know they're old rumors. But what do you think of the whispers that Hecate seeks to steal Persephone's throne for herself?
Cazzate.
They look like good friends to me. You know, I completely agree. Persephone needs someone
Non
like
bene.
Hecate by her side supporting her.
Diciamo che io mi allontano. Scusa. Zitti. Diciamo che mi allontano prima che bevi e muori di nuovo. E oppela. Vaffanculo. Chissà se dovremmo fare davvero la missione.
Oh, friend. Did you really think we wouldn't notice you tampering with our drinks? And after we welcomed you with open arms. Guards!
Mi sono rimesso l'elmo da Gesù. Per forza. Non me l'ha suggerito, però immagino fosse un consiglio da seguire nelle altre attività simili.
It's been a long time since I had to use this blade, my friend.
Can't you see now that Persephone was never worth it?
What? But we did it, and I have you to thank.
You used me, just like Persephone's used you.
You're wrong.
I've tried to tell you, but you haven't listened. She doesn't love you.
You're wrong. She will love me, and I will always love her. I'll do anything, anything to prove that. Even killing you.
Sicuro?
So it's come to this.
You're not a friend. You're an outsider. If you cross my path again, I will treat you the way Persephone treats outsiders.
Fu così che partì God of War 3.
Malaka! The rebellion's almost ready to make its stand. I should check back with Hecate in case she's returned. And get some answers.
Abbiamo preso un'arma. Non l'elmo. Vogliono proprio che io utilizzi la carica di Ares. E l'ho messa. Ok. Se siete arrivati fin qui vi ricordo di iscrivervi. Se non l'avete ancora fatto, io cercherò di dividere il video in capitoli in base alle missioni che avvengono nella storia. E c'è questa missione solamente di Persefone, anche se siamo tornati da Ecate. Io ho potenziato un po' la nostra armatura da guerrieri, ho preso la spada che ci ha dato la conclusione della missione precedente, la Lucia.
Persephone, I was looking for Hecate.
I can't imagine what you need her for, but never mind. Do you know what the hardest part is about my life here?
I don't.
It's not knowing who to trust. Hecate has been my dearest friend ever since my mother, the meteor, sent her to me. But after that nonsense with Lethe's water, I've been keeping a closer eye on her. Hecate always tells me where she's going, but not this time. My spies tell me she's about to resurface for a secret meeting at Iphigenia's compound.
Sounds like the meeting's not so secret anymore.
That's where you come in. Spy on her and report back to me. I'm trusting you with this. Please, don't let me down.
I was wondering when you would arrive, locksmith.
You know, I prefer Keymaker.
Your mastery of language is overwhelming as always. How you stay so humble is beyond me.
You know why I'm here, Hecate. We need to talk about your newfound friend, the Keeper.
Don't worry. I didn't tell Cassandra about the key to the underworld you cleverly disguised as Ross's collar. Why would I want her running straight to Persephone's palace?
It's not about that. I know you've been spending a lot of time together, and undermining Persephone in the process.
Cassandra has been undermining Persephone, not me. At least that's what Persephone will see when I'm through.
I'm all too familiar with your ability to whisper in Persephone's ear, but whatever tale you spin for her isn't the truth, is it? You've been trying to push Persephone out of power.
Hermes, you know her quest for control is corrupting her. You must see that Persephone has changed.
The only one who wants control is you. Why can't you support her? It's true. You are jealous of her.
Doing everything Persephone tells you isn't helping her, Hermes. Let alone getting you what you so desperately desire.
Could either of us really help her after what she's gone through? But I am no traitor.
You know I love Persephone like a sister, Hermes. If I could free her from Elysium, I would. But freeing her from corruption is the best I can do.
Hey! You're not supposed to be here.
Keep her!
Hermes, we have to go.
Cazzo.
So you were the one I couldn't trust. Hecate has told me all about your treachery, including your breaking into my sanctuary.
I couldn't have gotten in if Hecate hadn't given me the key.
But you did break in?
Yes! To steal a journal about the gate to the underworld.
You are the only one with the key.
Cassandra stole it from me. Just like she stole the last of Lethe's water from the cave.
I know you were both involved in the distribution of Lethe's water, but you were the one who handed it to that woman.
The point is, there's been trouble in Elysium ever since you got here. That's no coincidence.
No, questo
You're clearly trying to push Persephone out of power.
I may be working against Persephone, but you've been helping me the entire time.
There! Out of your own mouth! You're trying to overthrow me!
I can't believe these lies. A silver tongue joined the delinquents operating in Defcalion's heritage after this outsider helped her.
The timing is curious.
Furthermore, a gathering of your most devoted followers was recently targeted.
Yes, no one was hurt, but aconite was found in the wine. Your signature death sentence, if I recall correctly.
Curiously, the last of my batch was stolen from me right before the party.
It wasn't me.
Is it a coincidence then, outsider, that someone matching your description was seen fleeing the follower symposium?
Enough! I have reason to suspect the both of you of treason at this point. Hecate is my oldest friend in the underworld, and for a while I thought my truest. Give me one reason why I should believe your word over hers.
Your quest for control is corrupting you. I heard her say that when you sent me to spy. That's why she's trying to undermine your reign.
You can't possibly take the words of an outsider over mine. Persephone.
Hecate's right. I'd have to be out of my mind to take your word over hers. Nothing's been paradise since you dropped in. You are no longer welcome in my palace.
We've received word those delinquents in Defkelion's heritage are on the move.
Not now.
This is urgent, my queen.
Fine. I'll handle this later.
I should have known you would stab me in the back.
You can't betray someone you never held any loyalty for.
Quindi tu hai tradito. Ah no, lei non ha mai tradito me.
Adonis's troops should be strong enough to take Persephone down. I should let him know.
più la benvenuta.
I've had scouts looking everywhere for you. I didn't think to check Persephone's stronghold.
You should be thanking me. Persephone knows what we're doing. She's prepared.
That's so? Then we need to strike, and we need to do it now.
Adonis, I'm sure you're a fine warrior, but we're facing gods.
Nothing will happen to either of us. You will be my shield, and I'll be yours.
All right, muster your troops. We're going to battle.
Credo sia la battaglia finale. No, no.
Paradise awaits! Fight for your freedom!
Cazzo, pure i prossimi. Questa è l'ira di Ares. Incredibilmente non ci stanno i colossi, è assurdo. È assurdo che non ci siano. Ah, beh, eccoli. Ah, cazzo.
Don't let us! I've been watching you! You don't have the skill to beat me!
Non si mixano bene l'ira di Ares con il super colpo, o una o l'altra, perché l'ira di Ares non mi potenzia il super colpo. In primis. In secundis sono entrati dopo in campo i colossi, ok, ma nessuno ha utilizzato il potere che mi priva dell'adrenalina. Questionabile come scelta.
Don't get in my way!
It was you this whole time? You let me worry about these delinquents? All my worry, all this suffering, was because of you!
I told you I'm getting to that gate whether Persephone likes it or not. Now, get out of my way!
I will not!
It doesn't have to be like this, Hermes.
It could have been different between us. You were my friend, but you've given me no option. I have to protect the one I love. So, this is what friendship means to you?
disappointed in you!
You're no god!
I will not stop!
Faccio vedere questa. La carica potenziata del toro. Dalla parte del toro. Olle!
Stop! Pathetic! You failed me for the last time, Hermes Trismegistus.
Hermes! That's it. Persephone's control over Elysium needs to end. Now!
Sono spariti tutti comunque dalla battaglia, nessuno sta più combattendo. Hanno lasciato, le guardie hanno abbandonato il loro posto, davvero, davvero fantastico. No? Dopo tutto, c'è solo una rivolta che abbiamo vinto, ma i vincitori se ne sono andati.
You don't move a muscle.
Don't let her get away with anything. We're in this together. I'll always be at your service.
Even outside of Elysium? If it comes to that?
I'll be there. For now, I'll leave you two. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about.
You're making a huge mistake.
With war brewing outside my window, I wonder what you'd suggest I do instead.
Your beautiful Elysium has turned to rubble, all because of your stubbornness, Persephone.
You fool! I made this place beautiful for you! Nothing I've ever done for your love has been good enough!
You're a prisoner too. You should know it's impossible to love your captor. This is the last time I'll ask. Let us go. Let me go.
Oh dear, didn't you hear? There's no reason for you to leave now. Aphrodite heard everything you've been up to in Elysium and she wants nothing to do with you.
No, Please, Persephone.
No one will look at you the way I once did ever again.
What have you done to me?
Vabbè. Là sono un po' bruciacchiato. C'è di peggio. Anche combustione.
Your turn.
We don't have to do this. Just let me pass through Elysium. Adonis would have rallied the people with or without my help.
You're lying.
Persephone, you don't have to control everything. You're free to let go. Maybe you can finally go home.
You know nothing of what I've been through. I was stolen from your world. I had no choice but to take this one for myself.
Oh no. La chiave.
And this world is mine. Alone.
Mi sa che ci ha mandato nell'Ade. E credo che questo sarebbe dovuto essere... Esatto. Ok, è la fine del ricordo. Abbiamo completato il DLC. Quello sarà l'inizio. La conquista! Preso! Obiettivo argento. Perfetto. Trofeo argento. Ci mancano solo le statue di marmo. Non so se riuscirò a prendere a questo punto.
Victoria! No time for that! Abstergo's found us!
Holy shit! Le barre della vita. Wow, quella è una mossa adesso. Perché? Perché hai preso il pugno nel metto antiproiettile? Solo 3 namannati. E basta.
Don't!
Layla!
Osmosi?
Tell your boss I'm ready. Also, Berg can come get me himself. If he's not a coward.
E sparagli. Uomo abstergo. Dove cazzo stai andando innanzitutto? Ingresso dall'altra parte.
What the hell is wrong with you? What else could I do? They were out to kill us. Even Aletheia ran for the hills.
There was no reason to massacre them.
Everything okay down there? Sounded like a war zone.
We're fine, Alana. But don't expect much action anytime soon. Seems like this specific memory in the Animus is down for the count.
Let me guess. That happened when you ripped me out. Great. That's the last thing we need.
I had no choice.
Basta comprare
Complaining won't repair
l'episodio.
the computer. The memory files are overriding each other, and I'll need time to sort them out.
You know what? I need some time alone. May as well head back to Greece until Aletheia returns anyway.
Fratelli e sorelle. Oh, non mi fa finire, non mi fa ricominciare il ricordo. Eccoci qua. Ci salutiamo qui. Fratelli e sorelle, figli e figlie dell'unico vero Dio il cui nome muore. Ci vediamo nel prossimo video. Io sono Marco Nazareno Giovanna Filipponi, alias Marco WordPress, e oltre a ricordarvi di iscrivervi al canale, vi do un comandamento solo: cercate di non fare gli stronzi. Buonanotte e buone botte.